right, the local government services, I'll be brief with this. The reason I wanted to see what we were charging, what we've been charging an hour, and it's $150 an hour. And it says administrative training assistance with the performance of the duties of the clerk treasurer, other services as requested by the client. My question is, what are we using local government services for as of now? That's one question.
So, local government services is a company that consults with clerk treasurers, town councils. Originally, after you left, Jane Landry hired them to help with the budget because she was the clerk treasurer for Jasonville and she was doing their budget, and doing two budgets for two towns was too much. So, once she hired them, obviously she resigned. So when I stepped in, I was thrown into, hey, here's a bunch of stuff that you have to figure out how to do and you don't know how to do it. So she consulted us 2022, 2023, 2024. I brought for you, because I'm assuming that this is going to be your next question, how much have we spent local government services for this year and the previous year? So I'll pass this down to everyone. There should be 4,000 there. So in 2022, we spent $1,456. That was from, again, I started in July, I grew July 8th, and obviously it's been a year, so for about, 7 months, 6 months? $1,456. That's all we used her for. In 2023, which was my first full year here, we spent $2,604. To answer your question that you just asked, what do we use it for? So I am not like other towns where I use consults to pay bills or to do bank recs. I figure all that out on my own. The only thing I have ever used her for since day one is for the big stuff. So we have an annual financial report that's due every spring. We have a big budget that we have to do every summer. Those are things that I did not know how to do, and I was not gifted the opportunity to have someone sit there and train me to do. So I had to use her for those. I still continue to use her for those. As you know, those things only come once a year, so your brain doesn't compute things if you're only taught and you only do it one time a year. It's more of a check basis. So for example, I do them and then I send them to her and I have her check them. It's better for our town to have someone be able to double check my work than for me to submit that AFR to the State Board of Accounts and then it comes back with errors like the one from 2021. And then we're getting written up and we're in trouble for it. So I would rather spend a couple $100 to have a lady double check me to make sure that I did it right. If I didn't do it right, which I've been many things that she's came back and said, hey man, you messed this up, we gotta fix this. For her or Susie. So, and then for this year, if you're gonna ask that next question, for 2024, we have spent $882 year to date. And it's just to also go off of, it is $150 an hour, but it's when you need her. So it's just like a lawyer. And you don't use her, you don't send her, or you don't pay her. We've already spent, in May, we're up to over $4,200 with Terry Monastead. So if we want to cut some costs, which I'm all for, because you guys know I am super frugal, happy to do so, but I don't think someone who double checks a brand new clerk treasurer work to give us those extra double checks for State Board of Accounts is the way to go.
Well, I'll give you that. When we first started, I had no problem with that. Even probably the second year, going into year 3 of the budget, I just can't see us spending money on a company to do the budget. I just don't see it. Same with the yearly rollover. I get it what you're saying with the monthly checks. You have an outside agency checking it, but going forward, we've got area clerk treasurers out there, I think, that you could reach out to would be more than happy to step in and do that check and balance for you, that review. I can think one off the top of my head. I don't want to be volunteering her, but she's very, very generous with her with things, is Sue Pitts and Sullivan, to review what you need, maybe another clerk treasurer. I just can't see you keep paying a company to do this.
Didn't we used to do our treasurer work, James?
He actually still does, and just so we break it down, last year in Farmersburg, the town of Farmersburg paid Jay's consulting business because he does the same work as these ladies, $6,680. And I also got a copy of those invoices.
Yeah.
They're for
basically incapacitated. She was in there.
No, this is Jerry's wife. She was there. So I'm gonna pass this down. There's only 3 copies because Jay's aware of everything I'm gonna pass down. So the lady who co-owns this business testified in court against Jay on my behalf. Since then, he has tried to make a personal attack against her, against me, obviously.
You better be careful what you're saying, and you better be careful what you're saying. All I say it is, because you better be able to back up what you're saying. This is just going a little bit over the top. All I want to know is, why are we paying for something that you should be doing on your own? I'm trying to be nice, so let's just stay nice.
And I'm trying to say,
You've got ample ways of free help to do this budget. You've got DLGF, field rep that would help you. You've got area clerk treasurers all over this county that would help you. You've got AIM, the budget workshop that would help you. You've got IMLCT, the lister. You could reach out at any time. I have never seen you, but only 3 times since you've been in office, reach out to listserv on any clerk treasurer question. I monitor it every day.
You're right, I don't, because you're on there, and I know that if I even ask a simple question, you will immediately bring it back to this board or this town or whoever you can. She asked how to do this. She doesn't know how to do it well, like he has the last 6 months. So as I pass down to you guys, I'll have
That's about the lamest excuse I've
March
ever heard.
4th, Jay emailed Susie back, the local government services, asking to see the contract. She said contact the clerk treasurer, she has the contract. He never contacted her. April 17th, the day after the town council, all of you guys voted after Jay continued to contact vendors, and you guys voted no more Southwood contacting vendors. He then emailed Susie Bass at 6:37 in the morning and said that you guys as a council, it's there in the screenshot, that you guys made the decision to move forward on contract base only, and you guys requested to see a copy of her contract. If the 3 of you ever request to see local government services contract,
Well, number one, they wouldn't know what to request because they
then why did we tell Susie that they
Now
could?
let's just play this. Let's just bring it all out. When I quit,
Let's not.
you were on the town. You were on the
This has
town.
nothing to do with anything.
No, you protected her.
I ain't protecting anybody, I protect this town. This is about the town, this ain't about this bullshit. Let's drop it.
Tell you what. Just listen, okay?
Listen.
Just listen, and then we'll move on. Okay? You don't get so.
I don't wanna sit
one of
here
you guys make
3
a
hours.
motion to keep them.
Just listen, okay? Just listen to me. Just be sweet, short and sweet. I left 2 years ago. Okay? I said that I would train $80 an hour. Melissa Colton was on town council. She said, we can't afford that. Fair enough. We're paying $150 an hour now. She's clerk treasurer. Now it's okay. That's my point, Jerry. That's my point.
Make a motion to keep them.
Didn't we
That's
pay
my
him
point.
big money when he was clerk treasurer?
Yeah.
It
Just
was
make a motion to
okay.
keep them.
It was okay when she was on town council. But now that she's on clerk treasurer, it's okay now to charge $150.
I have that meeting on recording, and your exact words actually was, you would.
I don't care if you have it in recording.
Okay, well then let me bring this in here, then I have proof of what you said, that's.
Here's the thing.
And that was
If
there.
you guys want to continue to pay somebody to do her job for her, that's fine. We'll move on. You don't have to get all upset about it. Case closed. I just want to be on the record.
Make a motion.
We are paying the company $150 an hour to do simple things that she can learn by herself. Not by herself, but she's got available free training out there to help her do this. She don't need me. She don't need local government services.
Jay, they just do internal controls, they're not doing.
We paid you big money and it was just a mirage. I can go back in the minutes on that one.
I'm going to tell you.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
I agree.
Say it louder.
So is there any way to get someone in here to train her? I mean, like, pay someone to train her to do this instead of just
Nikki,
looking
I
at
have this.
Now, I'd be all for that.
Jesus Christ.
I would be all for that if we, even if
someone
it
to
cost
train her
us.
and do it.
No, you guys are making it sound like she's incompetent. That is not the case at all. That is
Listen
not the
to
case.
me, Listen to me. If it cost us a couple $1,000 for local government services to come and train her,
Somebody
I tell you
stop
what,
it.
I put a motion, we
we adjourn this meeting.
Good job.
Aaron, did you second?
It's a point because he wants to keep siding with the little buddy. This one siding with little buddy. Just don't tell him. Get mad, get mad, get out of here. Get mad. Get about time you got mad. About time you got mad.
I definitely. Don't forget it.